All right, everybody, all my viewers, hopefully more over time. I'm getting there. I'm actually not standing in a place or sitting in a place that involves a cruise ship. All my videos so far have been the cruise ship, at least that I posted in general. Boys Cruise is going to be posted soon. This is probably going up before that. We had a great time. Can't wait to share that with you. But right now I'm sitting in my pain cave. Now, I've mentioned about my training before and that this page was going to be about training and cruising and my vegan Ironman lifestyle, basically in general. So part of that lifestyle also is involved starting this channel. One of the cool things with that was that I had the opportunity to start editing and learning how hard that is. And again, shout out to everybody who does it. It's an amazing feat how some of these folks on YouTube actually edit their videos. It's an amazing feat how movies are made now. I mean, just a sliver of the piece of this of editing, I don't even know what it takes to get like a movie or a TV show together. So very impressive, great time. So part of that though, I've been using a Lenovo, great brand of course, but the only reason I had a Lenovo was just a backup computer for home use and to maybe jump on the web once in a while or save docs to it or whatever, because I have a work computer. So I didn't really use it. So then I take up editing on it and I'm using the Insta360 software and I'm like, okay, I really enjoy this and I want to get into it more. And the very small amount of RAM that I have on that computer is not made for editing. So I learned very quickly, probably gonna have to get a new computer. And of course, me being the Apple fan, I had to do that. So I'm doing an unboxing for you because part of the channel was because I got a MacBook Air. Very excited about it, and you can make your comments, anybody who watches whatever, tell me, oh, you should get the Pro and everything else. I went through everything. I watched YouTube videos. I was keeping an eye on the event announcement this week, hearing that they were not going to announce anything new with the Mac or probably not the iPad even. I'm a big iPad fan. I have an iPad, iPhone, Apple TV. So the ecosystem works well together. So I thought, great for editing. I'm going to get a Mac. So when I looked and I waited for the announcement, everybody was right. All they announced were the phones, and all that did was make me want to get a new phone. I'm on the iPhone 15 now Pro, and I think I got to get the 17 Pro. It's a nice phone. And that ugly orange color, I'm somehow hooked on it. I think I'm going to get the orange one. I don't know. I probably won't unbox that for you. The unboxing of this was just because this is part of my channel and part of what I was doing. So I'm really excited about this. Looking forward to opening this up for you. Okay, so that was a quick unboxing. I know I sped that up a little bit because I'm guessing now that's probably what I'm going to do. I just wanted to show the unboxing of that, obviously, and get to starting to talk about how great this product is from everything I've seen and read. And so obviously I also, like I said, I have an iPad, Apple TV, iPhone. Been an Apple guy for a long time. The ecosystem's great, so I'm sure it's going to be great to have this and go in there, but to where everything works together and just seamlessly, and as seamlessly as it can be in the technology world. But one of the cool things that I read and was excited about is that most of the people were saying this is a much better machine to edit on and to do your videos on, especially for YouTube and stuff. Apple has always been more known for folks who are creative versus business. I always wanted a Mac. Really the only reason I didn't pull the trigger before is because I've had a work computer and I have access to having that and traveling with it and working when I'm on the ships and things like that. And it serves its purpose. I do most of my surfing on the phone or my iPad. I watch movies on there and things like that. Hook it up to the TV. I use my Apple TV at home. So I didn't really find the need for it because you can't use it the same for business, right? If I said at work, I want to use this and everything to download the software and the things that I need, it's just, corporate America doesn't really use the Macs, even though I think Arguably, they're a better product. We'll see after I've used this for a while, but I'm very excited to edit the boys' cruise on here. All the other videos up until now that you're going to see, so that first part of that solo cruise, were all edited on that computer. And I think maybe that was why I had some maybe synchronization issues with voice on there. We'll see how it goes on here in using this, and how much better. I'm also going to use Apple's software. I'm going to use Final Cut Pro. I've looked at CapCut. I've been using the Insta360. Like I said, I will probably upload to 360 and then handle it on the Mac, as everybody said that generally that I watched said that they do. The one thing, like I said a few minutes ago, before I unboxed it quickly and wanted to show you that, so I mentioned on the boys cruise, which is probably again posted after this, so unfortunately I didn't do kind of an update video, the Sean Ironman Triathlete world. So I was injured a few times over the last year and a half or so. I've suffered some foot injuries and things like that, nothing severe and nothing that is gonna take me out of the game, so to speak, but it slows down training, and so then it caused problems for races. Well, I was on track. I thought I was going to be racing Augusta 70.3, which is about 3 weeks from now. I'd be traveling, or 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Unfortunately, I think while lifting weights, not while doing anything of my normal, triathletes, we kind of hate weight training, even though it's a necessary evil with all the other activities that we do. And I think I had my feet wrong on the leg press. As weird as that sounds, and you go, how could you hurt yourself? Maybe a little too much weight, maybe just the wrong angle. My knee hurt for a few days after that, but then my foot was acting up anyway. So I went to my foot guy. Yes, I have a foot guy, fellow Ironman triathlete, and he said, take a couple weeks off from running, and we'll inject the toe. I get some inflammation in there. That's what was going on. And that felt fine. Knee wasn't really hurting, and the first night I was going out was a Wednesday a few weeks ago, and I wanted to just go for a short run, maybe just a couple miles. It was in the neighborhood. Got a mile and a half in, 1.47. Took a step, knee gave out, not bad, not to the ground, not falling, no popping, none of that. But I had to call Teresa to come pick me up in the front of the neighborhood, and I went to see I went to a emergency ortho the next day, a walk-in, and they said, we got to order an MRI. It's probably a meniscus, and come to find out it is a radial, it's a incomplete partial tear of the horn meniscus, something along that line, right side of the knee. It's hurting. It was hurting on the boys' cruise. I almost was not able to go because this happened the Wednesday before, a week and 2 days before we were leaving. And if you'd asked me that Wednesday, Thursday, Friday after it happened that Wednesday night, I was hurting. So I'm like, guys, I'm not probably going to be able to go. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. By that week, I was feeling like, okay, I'm walking. I've been icing it. It's fine. I can get around, but it's not training ready. And that is the unfortunate part that I then found out it is not going to be able to be run on for a while. So I'm about to start swimming and biking again. I'm a few weeks out, but obviously that took Ironman Augusta 70.3 and Ironman Florida off the table this year. I had to pull out. So I'm going to train. Usually after Ironman Florida, I take a break toward the end of the year. Now I won't take the break, and I will actually start ramping up training through the holidays in hopes of being fully ready to start hard training on January, and with the announcement by Ironman of a new Ironman Jacksonville, Florida in May. I am signing up for that. It is a week before some other things I've got going on, and I wanted to do Ironman Texas in April, and so I'm like juggling, but they announced that. I go, how can I turn down the first Florida Jacksonville new addition to Florida racing in a full Ironman? So I am going to do that Ironman, at least as we sit here now, in May of 2026. So looking forward to that. Obviously I'll talk more about that later as well. And the only other thing, this is the first time I'm actually getting you to sit in my pain cave with me. It looks tight, and I've got a ice cream truck driving by, which is kind of cool, even though they don't have vegan options, so I don't go running out there. And I'm not a kid, but at least I don't think they have vegan options. Maybe I should stop them one day and ask. So going very slow, and there's no kids here on the street. I don't know. So anyway, one of the reasons that it's a little tight in here, and it's not too tight, I can reach here and everything. I am sitting at my work desk right now. I have a separate edit desk where I do my editing and stuff like that. That was my original home office, but it's in our drop zone. It's 100-year-old plus roll top desk that was refinished. It is beautiful, and it was really cool to see the technology sitting on this desk that was over 100 years old, that the people who used to work at that desk could have never imagined what we're sitting here doing, talking to a camera that's going to be on the internet and posting a video that's going to be on the internet one day. So that was kind of cool, but I wanted to kind of combine my office space with the pain cave. So I had to shrink the pain cave. I didn't have the heart to put the bikes in the garage or the heat. They have to stay inside with me. I'm sorry. You can't even see to the right. I've got a little less room there. I have an entire closet, all my gear and everything else. I'll probably give a tour one day because this channel is about my Ironman training life and everything as well, not just cruising. It just seems like it's a lot of cruising. I got my gravel bike over there, but I've got my two main bikes here. The third one over there was my original tri bike, a Kestrel Talon, and it sits in the trainer, and it's in the Zwift trainer, and the TV's here. So this was over here, and there was a lot of room in here, but I decided to put a desk in. I got two big monitors here. This is home base. I can look outside now. I work from home a lot when I'm not working at Starbucks or on a ship or in my office, home base, and I'm real comfortable in here because it gives me inspiration to sit by the bikes and stuff. Please comment, by the way, if you are another triathlete or a cyclist or something and you agree that these babies don't belong in the garage. These are, carbon fiber. I know they can handle it, but these are expensive endeavors in the triathlete cycling world, and so I wouldn't want those sitting anywhere out in the garage in the heat all the time. So anyway, that's kind of what's been going on. I'm down and out from season. Training will be back up next week. I'm going to start trying to get some training videos together, but I wanted the channel to be more than just training and vegan and Ironman and computer and Apple and cruising. But I am doing a lot of cruising. I got another cool one coming up several weeks from now. Depending on when this is posted, I may actually be on it. Who knows? But it is going to be aboard Celebrity Summit. So I've actually been shrinking my ships backwards here and going smaller and smaller. The Summit is one of the smaller ships. It's a class of ship I have not been on with Celebrity yet. Looking forward to that trip. It has been redone in 2019. It looks elegant. The cabins look like some of the nicest cabins I've ever seen on a Celebrity or a Royal ship. Very much looking forward to that. Interestingly enough, that was going to be a solo, but my buddy Richard, who you will see on the Boys Cruise, who's been doing all my Royal Caribbean booking, used to work for the company, for years and years, and we befriended each other, and he was able to go on the Boys Cruise with us. First time I'd met him in person. He comes all the way from Oregon, which was cool. He happens to be in town and on that cruise, and when I called him and said, "Hey, have you seen Summit?" He goes, "No, but I'm going on." And I said, "Wait a minute, when are you going?" And he told me, and I said, "I'm going with you." So it went from a solo to him and I, but he'll probably go and do his own thing just like I do. He likes to dive in Bimini and stuff, but heading back to Bimini, we got a sea day. It's a weird four-nighter. It's not a weekender and stuff, so it combines, so I'll be working a lot. But it's going to be fun. I'll take you along to that, and hopefully you will be able to see the first video off of the new MacBook Air. I am looking forward to it, looking forward to using it, looking forward to putting the Lenovo to rest, because it certainly can't handle simple video editing like I wanted it to. But look forward to sharing more with you, and thanks for watching today. Appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and look forward to seeing you on the Boys Cruise when I show you that adventure coming up.